Hello everyone, welcome to Wicked West Books. My name is Meg West, and genuinely lost track of how many times I've started and stopped this channel. But I'm gonna do things a little bit differently this time. And I'm gonna start doing things just for me. I'm not gonna worry so much about the views or the comments or just being on like the latest trends and stuff for running this channel, and we're gonna see how it goes. Realistically, this might be giving it one last shot before I give up on it completely. I hope it works out. I do. Hopefully there are some changes coming in my life that makes this easier and more sustainable for me to keep up with doing. I had to take a break from it because of a lot of job burnout, which hopefully is something that gets fixed soon. But that job burnout had also financial issues, which also put some strain on my relationship, which, you don't need to know about any further than that. But it was a lot going on, and because so much was going on, I've really been ignoring a lot of my hobbies. And I don't have time to do every hobby that I enjoy, but I want to pick some of them back up, like this. And I've got one of these that I haven't built that was like a Christmas present, not even last year, but the year before. Yeah, like I said, just a lot of things that I've just been unhappy with in my life. And I'm trying to make a change about that. So, coming back here and doing what I want to do with it, not what I think should be done with it. And some of that is going to be a little bit less volume on the books, at least, because I've had an obsession for the last year and a half of my life, and maybe I will do that some on this channel. I don't know. I have no idea how to do streaming. Maybe I actually do something with my Twitch channel that has never done anything in its life. But the thing that's taken over has been Mahjong. I started playing the Japanese version, Riichi Mahjong, a year and a half-ish ago, I want to say. And I've been to 2 tournaments. The first tournament, I got 38th out of 44. It's fine, fantastic. Those players were all way, way better than me, so not even worried about it. And then the second tournament that I did, I actually got 35th out of 52. So I moved up a few positions. I played against a few more people, and I did better. I felt better about how I played. And I mean, I came in 35th, so I didn't come home with the trophy, but I did come home with a 3D printed compass for it, which love that. The person who won at the last game for this tournament got to take home the Mahjong compass that goes in the center of the table that they made for it, and I got something. I also just got back from a trip to New Orleans with my husband, which was so much fun. We ate so much food, and it was a very nice, relaxing vacation that helped reset a lot of things, including like my mindset about things going forward. So, hopefully, new job will help with the finances. I'm going to be focusing on just being more myself. So these videos, coming to terms with the fact that I am reading less these days. I've read 60 books last year. That's nothing to sneer at, don't get me wrong, but it is lower than my usual average. And this year is also going to be, hello cat, a lower average for me as well. So we're going to do reading what I want to read instead of what I think is popular, with an exception. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing is a lot of rereading. I will pick back up on the Bookish Backgrounds series that I was doing, because I'm rereading books that had a big impact on me and reviewing them and kind of just going over how much they've affected me. That's what the Bookish Background series is, and there are definitely more books back here that I can go through with that. I might be clearing some stuff out, but we'll see with that. I've got it pretty narrowed down to a selection that I'm pretty happy with, until I can at least move somewhere that I might be able to put up more bookshelves and expand, because who doesn't want more books? Really? I also want to do things that are like discovering books that are completely unknown anywhere. One book that I picked up recently that I haven't read yet is the Titanic Survivors Book Club by Timothy Shaffert. I have never heard or seen of this anywhere other than the table when I walked into Barnes and Noble, and I picked it up, and it's been on my TBR for a hot minute now, and I haven't touched it. A book I picked up definitely last year is A Murder in Postscript by Mary Winters. Again, this looks like something that is entirely up my alley that I would have never read based on other book talk reads or booktube reads, because it's just not there in like the popular sense. I don't know if anyone's actually done reviews of these two books before, but it's not something that you see everywhere, and that's what I want to get back into. I want to get back into reading the books that I wanted to read because I wanted to read them instead of because they got popular and I felt like I was missing out. I also really want to do things that cause me to learn. So I've got a few books here selected that are examples of things that I will be reading. Some of these I don't know how I would review them. It might just be a full, like, bookish ramble. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. Like I said, I'm doing this for me, so I don't know how much I will enjoy that, but I've got, for instance, a book on Norse runes and how to read them. It's something I've been wanting to learn, but have been putting it off. I should stop doing that. In New Orleans, I picked up A New Orleans Voodoo Priestess by Carolyn Moralong. Marie Laveau. Did I know who she was beforehand? A little bit. Did I decide specifically this vacation that I needed to learn everything I could about her? Yes. So I bought this from Marie Laveau's shop. I want to read it. Somewhat recently, I picked this book up from the clearance section at Barnes & Noble, The Complete Language of Flowers. Just learning flower language and getting to see all of the pretty stuff that I don't necessarily have to memorize. But like reading through it and learning some interesting things is on my list. And then there's this intimidating book that I got from my mother. I've been thinking about it since the beginning of the year, actually picking it up and reading it, because I would find it interesting. I don't know how to, YouTubeize it or anything, but the FBI, A Comprehensive Reference Guide. It just fascinating. My mother got this so that she could write murder mysteries, but it would be so interesting to read it. It is a little bit thick, and I'm historically not good with nonfiction books, but I want not necessarily to like switch exclusively to that. That's not something I'm interested in, but being able to learn about new things would feed my ADHD mind in a way that I have been kind of craving lately. Now, I said I wasn't going to read anything popular, but this is on my list. It's not super high on my list, but I might do it anyway, because there's still some FOMO. Me not wanting to read things because they're popular does not mean that I don't have FOMO about some of the things that are popular. And there's one in particular that I've been putting off and haven't actually touched it yet. Dungeon Crawler Carl. I did get the first book, and I have put this book off because I fully believe that I will enjoy it. I think that it will hit every button. I think I will sprint through all of the books and get completely caught up in like a week, maybe two, depending on how things are going in real life. But I've been putting things off for too long, I think, and it's time to just start doing them. So I am here. I might miss a week here or there, but I do intend to fully be back, trying to put more effort into the entire filming process. I bought a mic. I have no idea how it sounds for this video. I might have to figure out where to like move the mic to or something. If I hold it, I'm going to be playing with it, and that's not going to fix sound. It's just a little Blue Yeti. It's not like super fancy, but try to improve the sound, see what I can do with the color grading and stuff on, and just get better at doing it and consistent at doing things like this. And maybe a little bit better of actually paying attention to my reading that has been neglected because mahjong is all consuming. Working out again because I am not in a shape that I am happy with. And by the time this has gone up, I will have already done it, but there is a job interview lined up for me that I really hope I get. I'm gonna be so disappointed if I don't get it, and then I still have to post this. Really upset if that's how things work out. But life is life, and I'm kind of tired of waiting for things to happen. I'm tired of waiting on it, so I'm gonna start making it happen. The channel, the reading, my hobbies, doing the things that I want to do, and not letting myself put them off anymore, to the best of my non-medicated ADD abilities. And maybe I'm going to do something about that too. Maybe it's time for me to try the medications again, figure out how to go through actually doing that. So anyway, I know that I make these like once or twice a year. This is probably the last time I intend to make a video saying I am coming back to the internet. So if it falls off again, I probably won't come back. But it is something I'm constantly thinking about. It is something I miss doing. I'm not the biggest fan of the editing portion of making these videos, but I love every other aspect of this, so let's give it one final attempt, shall we? I hope this is not as final as that sounds, but we're going to actually truly give it a shot and try to stick around. And that's really going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will post another video next Wednesday. I'm not allowed to skip the first video after I come back. It's not allowed. I say to myself. But yeah, we'll give this one more try. Do it because I want to do it and not for any other reason. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment what one of your major hobbies is. If you're interested in me streaming mahjong and posting videos about it, let me know because I can do that. The obsession is super strong with playing this superly overcomplicated game. And if you're interested, stick around for Dungeon Crawler Carl content, because if I do start reading them and love them as much as I think I do, I'll be posting about them. And if I hate them, I'll be posting about that too. I don't see that happening. I really truly think that I'm going to enjoy the heck out of those books if I actually get started with them. Anyway, I'm done rambling. I'll see you next week. Have a wicked day.